When the topic of SaaS pricing comes up, I'll be honest, I get equally excited, but my head also starts to spin. There's so many questions. Do you do self-service? Do you do sales-driven? Do you do a monthly payment or do you prepay for the year? Do you do a one-year contract but quarterly payments? Do you charge per user or per usage? Is there some unit that you do? Do you take a cut of their transactions? So many questions, and it can get so overwhelming. Now, I've been part of very different kinds of SaaS businesses, and what I realize is it can easily get overwhelming, and we can easily overcomplicate pricing, but if you follow on these 3 golden principles around SaaS pricing, you could just get 80% there without overwhelming yourself, and that's a great start. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through those 3 principles. Intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Unstoppable. I'm TK. On this channel, I help SaaS founders like you grow your SaaS businesses faster with an unstoppable strategy. If you are new to this channel, I bring you an episode 3 times a week with actionable strategies and tactics to grow your SaaS businesses faster with the TK energy. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell icon. That way you'll get notified. Now, if you're already part of this community, if you're part of my SaaS coaching programs, welcome back. I'm so glad to see you over here. All right, so I've been part of different types of SaaS businesses. I've run self-service SaaS businesses, I've run sales-driven SaaS businesses, and I've also done biz dev alliance type functions as well. Different ways of growing SaaS businesses, different ways of going to market. The one thing that's true is you gotta nail the pricing appropriate to the go-to-market motion that you're running. And if you nail the pricing strategy for your SaaS business, you'll grow faster, your unit economics will be stronger, and you'll actually also just close more deals because the value of what you're delivering will match up to the price and people will pay more attention to you. So pricing is super important. And in this channel, we've done a few videos on pricing strategy, more than one. And I'll link to all of them below. There's more that you can really dig into. But what I wanted to do was, it can be very easy to just get overwhelmed with all the knobs and dials. So what I wanted to do was distill down 3 principles that you should just start with in your pricing journey so that you don't overcomplicate it, you don't overwhelm yourself, and you get like some core things right. If you follow these 3 principles, you're gonna get 80% there. After that, it's about all the knobs and dials beyond that. Now, if you're in a competitive situation and you're trying to figure out exactly how to compete with, then you have to dig into a lot of the details. If you're just starting out and you really want to just nail pricing and without making any dumb mistakes, these 3 principles will get you there. So if you're excited to dig in, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really likes it when you do that. So do we. And let's go into principle number 1. So principle number 1 is first for sales-driven businesses. If you're a sales-driven business, meaning a salesperson is involved, they're getting on a Zoom call or phone call, maybe they're going on site, or you're some sort of hybrid, maybe you have SDRs and salespeople. If you're a sales-driven SaaS business, I have this one golden principle that I apply for any business I'm part of, anyone I'm coaching, and that's don't get out of bed for anything less than a 25K deal, at least a 25 to 50K deal. There's a reason for this. It's not because I'm snooty or I have high maintenance. It's because the reason is the math just doesn't add up otherwise. By the time you pay for marketing to generate a lead, then the salesperson, maybe there's an SDR involved, and then there's all the other expenses. If you're not charging at least 25K for the year, upwards to 50K at least, then none of your stuff is just gonna work. It's just not gonna be a good market. It's not gonna be a good business. You're constantly gonna be underfunded. Every customer is gonna be too expensive. Churn is gonna kill you. So there's this number 1 principle of if you're a sales-driven business, if sales is involved, don't get out of bed for less than 25K, ideally 50K. And the higher you can get it with a balance towards your sales cycles, the better off you're gonna be. Now, if your sales cycles are a year and it's a 50K deal, remember time is money too, so then it obviously is a point. But if you can get done 25 to 50K deals within a 30 to 60 day sales cycle, maybe 2 or 3 calls, then you're talking. Then you're at a good price point. And a lot of times, when founders are figuring out their market and their product and their go-to-market strategy and their ICP, I'll tell them, like, look, maybe just start with the numbers. Like, what can you charge 25 to 50K for? And is the problem worth that? If it's not worth that, don't solve that problem because you're never gonna have a scalable business. And that's not gonna be very fun for you. That's not gonna be fun for when it comes to raising money. Your unit economics are gonna be terrible. It's not gonna be profitable if it's bootstrapped. It just won't work. So principle number one is don't get out of bed for anything less than 25 to 50K if salespeople are involved. Follow that, you'll get 80% there on your pricing model. Believe me, you just get there. The second principle I have is if it's a self-service business, if you're not sales driven, then at least do $30 a month and have an additional tier of at least $79 a month or more. $30 a month used to be blasphemous until we proved them wrong. Tout App was $30 a month, everyone thought it was crazy and people paid. Now there's lots of tools at $30 a month. If businesses are willing to pay $30 a month for your tool, then it's not an important, urgent problem. They don't have budget, they're not the right customer. You're never gonna get there. It's just never gonna get there. But if you can get $30 a month, then that means you can spend some money to actually acquire customers. It also means that even if the churn is a little bit high in the early days, you have enough wiggle room to solve for it. If you're at the $9 price point or the $19, and this is for B2B SaaS. B2C SaaS, I think, is different rules, and I don't deal with that. That's why I'm still learning about that. I say $30 a month, bare minimum. And if you can do that, like force yourself to deliver enough value and solve an important and urgent enough problem where you can at least charge $30 a month. And always have one upsell layer where they'll hit a natural point and have to upgrade to a higher plan because you want your successful customers upgrading to a higher plan and paying at least $79 a month. That's the benchmark, that's the bar. And that's the second principle I would do for self-service businesses. So now, before I go to the third principle, let me just pause here for a second. Is this cut and dry? Yeah. Am I oversimplifying? A little bit, but not that much. Is this gonna get you 80% there and helping you avoid major pitfalls in your pricing model? 100%. Like 110%. This will help make sure that your CAC and to LTV is not going to be out of whack. It'll force you to make sure you're solving an important, urgent problem. It'll help you validate that there's a real business here that you can scale. It'll make your fundraising easier because you're charging enough money. And that's a huge signal. All this stuff comes together. You just follow these two and you can start to see how it'll transform your pricing strategy. Can I just get a yes in the comments below? A, because I love hearing from you. B, because I want to hear from you. And C, because our team loves hearing from you. So please put a yes down in the comments and tell us what you're thinking and who you are. We'd love to meet you. Also smash that like button if you haven't already. Now, if you're building out your pricing strategy and you're trying to figure out how to get the right strategy for growing your business, I also invite you to check out my 5-point SaaS growth strategy guide. It's completely free. It goes to the 5 key pillars of SaaS growth and helps you create a one-page strategy. It's completely free. I'll link to it below and I'll tell you more about it at the end of this video, but let's go to principle number 3. Principle number 3 is you should have at least 3 stages in your pricing tier. Don't just have one pricing. I always recommend this, and here's the trick. Are you ready? Pro tip, take your ICP. For your ICP, think about what journey they go through when they're starting, when they're in the middle, and when they're pros, and create 3 tiers of that. The 3 tiers of that will help them grow and ensure that as they continue to use your product more and go through their transformation, they're gonna unlock more and more pieces of your software and pay you more. Those are your 3 tiers. And naturally speaking, they'll look at it and they're like, oh, we're in the early stage, let's go do this. We don't need all the bells and whistles. They're like, no, we wanna be the pros at this. Let's go for this one. And they'll naturally self-select. You won't alienate anybody, and you will actually help them be successful. Now, one word of caveat here when you are creating these 3 stages, don't nickel and dime, don't charge for stupid things. I was signing up for a SaaS product the other day, and we were trying to make it where people could text us and we could respond from there. And they were like, in order to do that, you need to do a 1-year plan. It has to be $800 a month. Otherwise, it's $49 a month. I'm like, I just need that one thing. And I'm just connecting to a tool here. It doesn't even cost you anything. You're gonna force me to do it. It was dumb. It was just stupid. I won't mention the name of the product, but it pissed me off, and we're sorting it out. But honestly, we're sorting it out because I know the people there, but a normal user would not, so it pissed me off. So don't do anything stupid, don't nickel and dime, just identify where they are in their journey and charge them appropriately and be fair about it. And don't twist your arm, because a lot of people will grow to be very large customers and you want to piss them off in the early days. Like, that's kind of how it goes. So third principle is pricing tier, have 3 stages along your ICP journey, so that as they grow in their journey in your serving, they'll go through higher pricing tiers as they use more of the platform. So to recap, these are my 3 brass tacks pricing principles. It'll get you 80% of the way there, and then you can dig more into your core pricing strategy. Number 1, if you're sales driven, don't get out of bed for anything less than 25K a year. Number 2, self-service, at least $30 a month and have a $79 plan. Number 3, have 3 stages, 3 tiers lined up with the ICP's journey, and then you'll be golden. You'll get 80% there. Now, if you want to dig more into more of the SaaS pricing strategy, you can check out this video where I go into a lot more details around the core mechanics of building a pricing strategy. The second thing is if you're building a SaaS business and you want to actually drive growth, be sure to check out my 5-point SaaS growth strategy guide. You can follow the link below or go to getunstoppable.com/strategy. It's completely free, great resource. Gives you everything you need to create your one-page growth strategy. If you got value from this video, be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're new and haven't subscribed yet, I drop a video like this 3 times a week with actionable strategies and tactics to grow your SaaS business faster. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell icon that you'll get notified every time I drop an episode. If you're part of a Slack group, a WhatsApp group, a community of SaaS founders, please share this video. It will mean the world to us. And lastly, remember, everyone needs a strategy for their life and their business, but when you are with us, yours is going to be unstoppable. I'm TK, and I'll see you in the next episode.